Hello once again, gamers. Kruznik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. It's been a long, grueling 30 level... Well, 20... Wait, 20? 30?
20.
20, yeah. It's been a long, grueling 20 levels, but we finally done it. We finally reached level 50. Alongside me, my partner in ninja crime, none other than the lovely Enigma Zero.
Hello.
So, tonight we are doing our level 50 ninja quest, the final quest in the ninja storyline for Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. And if you can't hear it still, I'm still kind of stuffed up. And maybe I should just... Alright, there we go. Much better. So, for those of you just joining us, or those of you who haven't really been paying attention, let's get right down to explaining what's been happening. We started off by meeting... Well, let's head inside first. So, we started off by meeting Oboro and Tsubame, two shinobi from the nation of Doma, who were working hard to face off against a Garlean defector by the name of, well, a traitor by the name of Karasu. Sorry, I'm losing my memory here. Hold on, let me open my... I should have done this beforehand. Gross. So, in the quest Peasants by Day, Ninjas by Night, we learned, and my first mudra, we learned about the art of the shinobi, and learned one of the first mudra, 10, which allows us, and these ninjutsu do a whole range of things, anything from increasing speed, blowing fire out of your mouth, summoning shuriken, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, let's just not pay attention to what CC's doing at the moment. In Killer Combinations and Once Upon a Time in Doma, we learned the second mudra and faced off against Karasu once again. He, of course, escaped. In Pirates vs. Ninjas and in Ninja Bathing, we faced off against Karasu again, and we discovered that he was really just testing us in a way. In the level 45 quest Tough Guys and the Crow Knows, Oboro gave us in reality, Karasu sent us on a journey to obtain 4 of the 5 pieces of shinobi garb, and then attacked our base. With that, Oboro taught us our final mudra, Jin. With it, we learned 4 new techniques, and we faced off against Karasu, and we finally defeated him. However, he revealed something very, unexpected. That, during the attack on Doma, basically all of Oboro's comrades were slaughtered, with the exception... In fact, one comrade's... help me out here, Enigma.
Yeah?
One of his comrades was so badly disfigured that only the stuff on him could identify him. That of Oboro's master, Master Gekai. But, however, Karasu revealed that Master Gekai is still very much alive. It gave us a location to find him if Oboro wanted to see the truth. So, Oboro is still kind of in shock, so... Or at least, that's what we'd like to believe. But anyways, let's get on with the end result and finish the battle with the level 50 quest, Master and Student. Ah, Taro, your return pleases me. I feared I might miss the chance to bid you a proper farewell. Yes, we will be taking our leave from your realm. My mission is complete, and Tsubame's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Redbeak's last words? I will not lie. At first, they weighed heavily on my mind. But in the end, I am a shinobi. I came to this land to perform a role, not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Kakai still lives, mayhap not. It is no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing, it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. You don't believe that. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There is a place I would visit before we depart your realm. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray look after Tsubame while I am away? Her condition has much improved, but I would not take my chances. Thank you, Taro. Alright, let's speak with Tsubame. Your concern is most touching, but I am quite fine, Taro. In fact, it would seem that the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appeared on first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Oboro's ire than to cause true harm. Speaking of Orboro... Oh, sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Give me a sec. I am derping all over the place today.
That's okay.
Speaking of Oboro, have you seen him about? It's not like him to disappear in the midst of our preparations for departure. Alone with his thoughts, you say? Where do you suppose he might have gone? I would say Full Falls. The place where the two of you practice, yes? He always has had a fondness for waterfalls. Yes, that's it. It must be. Tall, Oboro is not himself of late. Perhaps I worry overmuch, but I could never forgive myself if something ill were to befall him. You will go to look after him for me, will you? I seek not to change his heart, but if his heart is truly made up, I wish only to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. Alright, we are off to Aleport.
No, come back. I just smacking you in the face with them doors.
What?
There's creatures on Diablo 3 that throw spears, but we call them door throwers because they like have such a high hit rate for their spears. Or hitbox.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he's in a rift full of those right now.
Wow.
And if you're not careful, they can kill you. Very easily. He calls them door throwers, I call them refrigerator throwers.
I'm still, like, really stuffed up, so this is really tough, you know?
Yeah.
Now, well, let's speak with Oboro and see what happens. What are you doing here, Tal? I took you for a man of your word. Tsubame sent you, didn't she? It looks like I was the fool for thinking I could fool two who know me so well. Ever since that day, this is the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me. And yet, the instant the sound of the crashing waters fades from earshot, it all comes flooding back. You have proven yourself a true friend to us, and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Tarl. For what? For whom do you wield your blade?
Unlimited power!
For reasons I alone shall know.
I chose for those around me.
Forgive me, Tarl. It was a fool question. Well do I know that true conviction must come from within. And yet, I speak in earnest to you, Tarl. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words, they left me a changed man, and I can no longer deny what I have become. For so many years I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission. I was just shinobi, a blade, and a blade does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. I lied to myself no longer. In confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame, lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, I felt a single, all-consuming desire to visit retribution upon those who wronged us, and to do so by my own hand. I have made my decision. I shall go and face the truth, for it is only in doing so that my heart will ever know true peace. I will go alone, and I will hear no more of it. You and Tsubame have sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. If it is Master Gakkai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. One or both of us will die. It matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You have been a true friend and ally, Tarl. Farewell. Oboro. We're going to follow him.
I figured.
Forgive me, Tarl. It was as if my legs moved on of their own accord. It is just as I imagined. Oboro means to confront Master Gakkai, even if it costs him his life. He has made his decision, and I will not stand in his way. But neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wheresoever Oboro fights, I will fight alongside him. If it is not too much to ask, pray, lend your strength to us in this one final time, Tarl. You have proven yourself a true shinobi, and your blade, unfettered by tradition or convention, may just be what turns the tide of this battle in our favor. Oboro did not say where he was headed, but we already know, don't we? Karasu's last words. Candlekeep key. Let us see what the gods there might tell us. Alright. We're off to the Morbi Dry Docks.
Yep. vodka.
Me too. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Why did I think that would work?
Sadly, this isn't Bethesda where you can scale a mountain if you can find the right rocks.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Ow.
Why did you do that?
It was the fastest way. Anyways. Any unusual happenings of late? Not as such. Save for a small private vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all pretty quiet around these parts. As it's wont to be. Funny thing though, you're not the first one to ask that question. A milkmaid, a fairly comely one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question. And that milkmaid is, of course, is that so? The milkmaid is one of Oboro's favorite costumes. As we might suspect, he's one step ahead of us. So we know that Oboro is a crossdresser.
No, I think he's meaning it's one of his favorites on her.
I highly doubt that. Somehow I doubt that. I think Oboro is a crossdresser. If we could rendezvous with him somehow, it would give us the advantage in numbers. And yet, the risk of exposing ourselves to our foe is too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Gakkai reveals himself. I will take a position on the western shoreline. You take the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire key.
I don't know where we're going.
This way. I'll give you a lift. God fucking damn it!
I knew you were gonna have to go all the way around. Ooh, this is a nice view. This is a duty, isn't it?
Yep. Of course it is. It's the final battle. What were you expecting? Alright. Good luck to you.
Yep. I'll probably die like 5 times.
No, you won't. Just remember your training.
I can barely remember my birthday, let alone training.
One down. 2 down. Who goes there? Show yourself! I know a rat when I smell one. Oh, different voice, sorry. Sorry. I trust that I am speaking with the Gallian Empire's chief of espionage and covert operations. None other. But you can call me Master if you like, young one. For old time's sake. You're full of surprises these days, young one. The Oboro I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu cawed his last caw. You look sturdier than I remember. If a been gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? You always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years, it was you. You who taught me the way of the shinobi. You, who I loved as a father. Why, Master? Why? Why else? For our village, of course. I simply made the choice that any true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years I served Doma. Then, when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me, and for our village, my services were in high demand. Have you never wondered why, Oboro? Why, when the Doman rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemald's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us where the entire nation of Doma could not. Protected? You betrayed us all! The people of Doma trusted us! Do you know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them into slaughter! Do you feel nothing? Not even a twinge of remorse at the massacre you brought upon our countrymen? Countrymen? What is Doma to me, when weighed against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husks of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong. That his story was naught but the twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. Master, no. Gekkai, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of the untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. Revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants? Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete? Forsaking your role for some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Oboro. Nor here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize that the Empire quite suits me. There is something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength above all. I've won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one. All your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You are alone because you are weak.
He has no subordinates. This is true. This isn't an army after all.
And Tsubame.
But Oboro has something you will never have. Comrades who believe in him, and the ideals for which he fights.
Tsubame, how did you...
Not just me, Oboro. Tarl, too, has come to fight at your side.
Comrades, you would choose the company of a glorified sellsword over that of the master who made you what you are. Oh, how far my pupils have fallen.
You are the one who has fallen, Gakkai. Tarl fights with a sense of honor and a purpose that you have long forgotten.
Badass.
Oh god.
Tarl,
Sorry, wrong voice. Tarl, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I am honored to fight at your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is!
Oboro and I will feel the ranks. Make Gakkai feel your blade.
Gakkai's ninjutsu is like nothing I've ever seen. But you can evade them. True talent is wasted on peons like you.
Stupid bunny on my head.
Ow. How amusing. Now why don't we try this? I tire of these games. Behold, true power! This technique, it cannot be! Oh, whoops, wrong voice. Yeah, well.
Might as well keep going.
Yep. The lost fourth mudra! But it was said to be pure myth! Finally figured out Doton.
Oh my god.
We're almost there. And we beat him. How about you?
Oh, I'm already next cutscene.
Ah. Tsubame, Tal, thank you. It is through your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Karasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. Aww, that almost sounds like a eulogy. It almost makes me wish I were actually dead. And he's alive, motherfuckers! Karasu! You still live? But how? Well, when it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know. I see. But why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. This is the fifth and final piece of Tar's traditional garb. Let it never be said that I don't complete my missions, even if it's just playing delivery boy. Wait, Karasu! The elders who named you traitor to our village, they were simply blind to the truth, as was I. If I explain, they will surely see reason. Please, let us return home. Together. What's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget, Oboro. I was not the traitor, no, but I did follow him. That makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. At the same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We are not so different, you and I. The sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spy, an assassin. Quite a good one, might I add. And for all the blood Gakkai has on his hands, mine are nearly as red. In the elders' minds, you had one mission, Oboro. Why complicate the matter? Bring this back, and tell the others what they want to hear. The traitor Karasu Redbeak is no more, slain at your hand. You will be welcomed as a hero, while my fate will be even grander. I will, at long last, be free. If that is how you would have it, Karasu, then so shall it be. But this I promise you. Slowly but surely our village will change. I will take what I have learned and build a village that honors all of our fallen. A village you could be proud to call home. Just don't get too cocky now. I'll have to come back and put you and your whole village in its place. I look forward to that day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day. And that bat keeps following him. Alright, looks like... Ah, there you are. Why wait all the way...
I was gonna say I'm waiting for you at the gate.
Why would you wait all the way out there?
Because it's prettier out here.
Alright, back to Wineport.
No, get off the etherite.
Alright. Yeah, both me and Enigma are both kind of stuffed up.
Mine might just be allergies. That or you somehow got me sick through the headset.
I highly doubt that. Alright. Welcome back, Tal. You may enter. Alright. So, for the final time, let's speak to Oboro and see his thoughts. It is strange, Tal. All this time I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi. And yet, now that all is done, I feel that I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I am truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi, save for one final technique, which I will now impart to you. Kasatsu. Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash powerful ninjutsu techniques one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue, it means quite literally life and death. Which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied the respective sides of our initial agreement. We will return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day. I would see my home change for the better, and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there is much I still must learn about this land. And so I will go on ahead. I will report to our elders the success of Oboro's mission, and inform him that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle. With the soul stone that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It is a flawless plan, if I do say so myself. Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Oboro. Promise me that. And with that, Tal, it seems that it is I who will bid you farewell. You've been a true friend, and my heart awaits the day when we shall meet again. But you will return to give Oboro lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced that his bows are as masterful as he seems to think. Well, with that, we have completed our final quest for Path of the Ninja. First, we have earned the new skill, Kasatsu. This concludes the ninja quest for Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered a product key for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward to your service account. You must also have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next ninja quest will be available from Oboro. With that, we've obtained the achievement Against the Ninja 1. With it, we've earned our final piece of Domin Barding, Domin attire, the Ninja Chainmail. But to actually fulfill the rest of the requirements, we have to head to a safe place, so we will head to the Limsa lower decks. Because we also obtained a special box. Alright, let's find a clear place to reveal these. You know what, let's hit the...
castle?
Yeah, that'd probably be for the best. In some proper light. Alright, let's hit the Drowning Wench. It'll bring out the color a little bit more. So, we've obtained one more bit of our inventory, and to do that, we have to open this little box that we received, the Koga Garb coffer. With it, we've obtained several new items. First and foremost, we'll start with the head, of which we've received the Koga Hatsuburi. Just a little bit more purple. I think everything in here is a little bit more purple. Next, the feet gear, which we have received the Koga Kyahan. For leg gear, we have obtained the Koga Hakama. For waist, we have, of course, obtained the Hero's Belt of Striking. For hands, we have obtained the Koga Teke. And finally, the Koga Chainmail for chest gear. And might I say, we look pretty damn good in it. So, that pretty much concludes everything with our ninja quest line for right now. Now, there's only one thing left for me to do in A Realm Reborn, and that is finish it.
Mad that these pants or these feet are better than my current ones. Really?
Oh yeah, you nabbed the Hylagan Sabatons of Striking from our last run in the coils.
Oh. I don't have any dye, do I? I can't dye them anyway.
Nope.
I don't have any prisms.
But anyway, now I have to finish the A Realm Reborn storyline with Taro so I can get to our next path of Questline, which will be the path. Well, I can't wait for this though, but the path of the Dark Knight. I cannot wait to get to Heavensward stuff so I can really get into it. Because this will be some really epic shit. I may just buy a story skip just so I can get the Heavensward shit. Maybe. I always find a sense of achievement in completing something. But anyway, with that concludes the path of the ninja for A Realm Reborn. And with it, that's going to be it for this episode of Cruise X Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. A special thanks to Enigma Zero for joining us.
Yep.
And if you're watching this on twitch.tv/CruiseNickX and you like this show, feel free to hit the follow button below and be sure to turn on notifications. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CruiseNickXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me, and click here to watch whatever video's next on the list. Oh, and click here to watch the previous episode of Path of the Ninja. Until next time, this is CruiseNickX, signing out.